Hi friend, welcome to my channel. Let's make crab stuffed salmon. It is so buttery, flaky, and delicious. You do not want to miss this. Stay tuned. I'm trying to tell you. All right, let's get right into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up my salmon into my desired sizes. You could cut them bigger or smaller, baby. That's your business, whatever you want. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab some lemons. And I'm going to squeeze the lemon all over the salmon. The reason why I'm doing this is because we don't want it to smell too fishy, okay? I ain't never known nothing in my life that smelled very fishy and somebody wanted to eat it, okay? If it smelled too fishy, baby, ain't nobody going to want to eat that. It's too fishy. And I ain't just talking about the salmon. And I don't know about you, but the salmon trying to get ate. Sure you use that lemon just for that so they won't be so fishy, okay? I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to remove any seeds that may fall on the salmon because, baby, you don't want to eat that. It's going to make it very bitter and sour, so you want to make sure you remove any seeds that may fall on the salmon. And I'm just maneuvering the salmon all over, making sure it got some of that lemon juice. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take that salmon and I'm going to put it in under some lukewarm or cold water. Do not use hot water because you will cook the salmon. Be very gentle when you're doing this because salmon is a delicate piece of fish and it is easy to break on you, okay? Baby, it will break on you real quick, so be gentle while you doing this. So I'm taking every single fish fillet and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make sure that it's nice and clean. Then after that, I'm going to grab a paper towel or you can use a clean rag at your house. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pat it dry so I can remove any excess water that we may have gotten from washing our salmon. If you don't want to wash your meat and you just want to skip this part and just go right into seasoning your salmon, baby, that's your business, okay? And you're going to do what you want to do, so you do what you want to do and do it good, okay? That's your business. So after that, I'm just going to do that to all of my salmon. Then after that, I'm going to take my salmon, I'm going to cut it right in the middle. I'm going to put a slit in the middle, okay? That's where we're going to stuff it at. Okay, that thing, hey. See what happened when it don't smell too fishy? Okay, then after that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure the slit is a little bit deep, but not to the point where it's cut all the way through, like all the way at the bottom. But you want to make sure it's a little bit deep so that we can stuff it with our crab meat later on. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil on my salmon. And I'm going to put it on both sides and I'm going to maneuver it all over just to make sure all of that salmon got some of that extra virgin olive oil. And the reason that I'm doing this is so that the seasoning could stick onto the fish easier. It's just going to make it like easier to stick onto because it's going to be wet, okay? It's going to be very wet, so it's going to be easier to stick onto. So then after that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start seasoning my salmon. So the first thing that I'm going to use is some Creole seasoning, okay? And I'm using 1 tablespoon of Creole seasoning, and that's 1 tablespoon for the whole fillet, front and back. So basically like 1 teaspoon on each side, okay? So that's my 1 tablespoon, and I'm just going over there and just putting it all over there, making sure every inch of that salmon gets some of that seasoning because, baby, we want this to be nice and seasoned. We want it to taste good. We want it to taste like something. We don't want it to just not taste like nothing, okay? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to put all that in there. And Creole seasoning is a salt-based seasoning, so this is adding some salt, okay? Then after that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of onion powder on both sides of the salmon, okay? So this is 1 teaspoon on one side, and later on, I'm going to flip and put the other teaspoon on the other side. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 teaspoon of garlic powder as well on both sides. 1 teaspoon on one side, 1 teaspoon on the other side. And I did go ahead and put some paprika so I could add some color. Remind you, paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder are non-salt-based seasoning, which means they do not have salt. They have onion flavor, garlic flavor, and paprika flavor, okay? So they're non-salt based seasoning. So far, the only thing that we added for salt is Creole seasoning. So Billy Boo Ba, don't come over here talking about that's too much seasoning. No, baby, it's not too much seasoning. That's why your food be tasting the way you do, and you ain't invited to the cookout, okay? Just go ahead and mind your business, okay? All right. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of lemon pepper seasoning. seasoning. And the reason for that is because I want it to have a little bit of lemon taste, okay? And that is a salt-based seasoning. But we're not adding a lot. We're just adding 1/4 to each side, okay? Then after that, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to maneuver our hands everywhere just to make sure that all of the salmon gets some of that seasoning and all of the seasoning gets some of that salmon. So basically making sure that the love is evenly spread out. You know what I mean? You know, just like if you have 2 boyfriends or 2 girlfriends, you got to make sure that the love is evenly distributed, okay? One day is your day. The next day is your day. Baby, we got to rotate. We got to keep it in rotation so everybody could get some love. So baby, that's what you want to make sure. You want to keep it in rotation so that all of the salmon could get some love. That's it, baby. It's so simple. All right? But don't do that, friend, because when you get beat up, I ain't going to be there to help you, okay? Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a bowl, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to put a 1/2 cup of mayo, and we're going to put 3 teaspoons of yellow mustard, okay? I put 2 here, but you're going to see me put the 3rd one later on in the video. Then after, I'm going to grab about 12 crackers, and I'm going to crack them in there. And you can use whatever kind of crackers that you want, but I'm using Townhouse because, baby, they are the best crackers. I don't care what nobody say, baby. I ain't going to even argue with you. I know they are the best crackers. Townhouse is good. I like Ritz too, but something about them Townhouse crackers, they be crackering, okay? They be so good. Okay? Then after that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take some lemon juice. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We are dealing with seafood, so you know we always want to put some lemon juice in there so it don't be too seafoodish. It don't smell too like the sea. It don't smell like the sea, okay? Then after that, we're just going to mix everything together. And then this is me adding the 3rd teaspoon of mustard that I told you about earlier in the video. And we're going to make sure that's well combined within everything. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab our crab meat, okay? This is the crab meat that I'm using, bumblebee lump crab meat. I got it from Walmart, I think. I ain't sure, but you can find it somewhere. Then you guys, I was trying to open this. But baby, it ain't have enough height. It couldn't reach. It couldn't get the places that it needed to get. So you know what I had to do? I had to go ahead. You know, you got to work smart. I just went ahead and I put another one under it, and it gave it some height. Now it could reach the places that it's trying to reach. You ever trying to get an Airbnb or a hotel, and you look at the bed and you see ain't got enough height, and you like, this one ain't gonna do. It needs some height because I need people to reach places that. And I ain't going to be able to get them places reached if they ain't got no height. Okay, basically, this is what it was. So it just needed some height. And I was finally able to get it open. Then this is it right here. Then I went ahead and I drained all of the water out. We don't need that excess water. And I did that to the both of them, okay? Then after, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put them inside of the mixture that we were making with the mayo and the mustard and the crackers and all that. And we're just going to go ahead. We're going to make sure we get all of our crab meat, baby, because, baby, crab meat is expensive. Crab meat is expensive. If you eat crab meat, you got money. And we don't want to make sure we want to make sure we don't waste none of that. So we're going to make sure we take everything, okay? And then after that, we're just going to mix it up in there to make sure that it gets some of that mixture that we made. Then we're going to add some Old Bay seasoning. First, we're going to go ahead. We're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, and we're just going to go ahead. We're going to mix it all in there. You know, you can never go wrong by putting Old Bay seasoning in your seafood. It's just, that's what it's made for. Then I went ahead and I put a little bit of paprika, not too much, just like 1/4 teaspoon, so it could give it some color. If you're afraid that it's going to make it too spicy, then baby, you ain't got to add it, okay? But stop being so scary because it's not. But if you scared, baby, that's your business. You ain't got to add it. Then I did go ahead and I add 1/4 teaspoon, and that's more of the Old Bay seasoning because it wasn't enough for my liking. You can always taste yours to see, you know, if it needs more or less, baby, that's your business. It's always better to add a little bit at a time because you can always add, you cannot subtract. You see, I tasted and it was good to my liking, so we're good to go. Next, we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab our salmon and we're going to stuff them with that crab meat, okay? We're going to put it in there just like that. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. We're going to fill that hole up, okay? We're going to fill it up just like that. All right? And we're going to have something like this. Look at the salmon. They are so beautiful. The crab just sitting pretty, sitting like 2 bunk beds. Hey, it's sitting nice and pretty. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take a a oven safe tray, and we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put some butter in there so the salmon do not stick, and then we're gonna go ahead. We're going to put all of our salmon into that tray. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead. We're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, you don't want to do it for too long because you don't want your salmon to be hard. Okay, and this is how it's gonna come out when you're done. Oh my goodness, baby, look at that beautiful salmon. I went ahead and I put some parsley on there for a garnish just to make it look more appealing to the eye, to make you want to eat it a little bit more. I went ahead and put some lemon on the side as a garnish as well. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drip some melted butter all over that because, baby, you can never go wrong with crab meat and butter. Ooh, baby, look at that salmon. Let's go ahead and give these beautiful crab stuffed salmon a moment of silence for the beauty that they hold. Yes, child. Yes, look at that salmon, baby. They are so beautiful. Baby, when I tell you these stuffed salmon got devoured, baby, them salmon got devoured like trying to be getting devoured on Valentine's Day. Baby, nothing to be played with. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Bye. Until next time.